Shabbat Shalom. We have just entered into the new month of Kislev. Maybe some of you were fortunate enough to catch the new crescent of the moon a couple days ago. It was very clear and beautiful and lovely to see. A sign of the renewal of life, even in the midst of winter. And of course, we're having such a mild winter so far. It's been a great pleasure. But Kislev is the time traditionally when the days get shorter and the nights are longer and the days are colder, and there is an inward tendency that develops quite naturally as the weather becomes less hospitable and we want to spend more time indoors. And this is the season of light, not external light but internal light. And we celebrate that internal light by lighting external lights in the form of candles on Hanukkah. More light each of the 8 nights of the holiday at the darkest time of the year. Now, this act of lighting a candle is a very simple thing. Nothing high-tech about it. And yet, lighting a candle and making a blessing and celebrating around that light really has a very powerful effect, not only upon us, but on the succeeding generations. And I heard a very, very beautiful story about just how powerful this is from a congregant recently. He was concerned because his children are intermarried, and he was worried about the grandchildren becoming Jewish, and if they would be successfully taking on that identity as they grew older. And so he made it a point of having the family over on Friday night and having them participate in the candle lighting. Not that they had an elaborate Shabbat Seder, but they always lit candles every Friday night and the family was always together. And he told me that that simple act of lighting the candles every Friday night was something that made such a deep impression on the grandchildren that they mysteriously absorbed a Jewish identity, even in an interfaith household. It's such a great lesson about how just one small thing practiced consistently and with intent can have such a powerful effect. And he's telling me now that one of the children is going to be celebrating their bat mitzvah in Israel. And the path to Israel is sometimes so circuitous these days. Not everyone gets to see Israel at a young age or even at an old age. I count it as one of the prime Jewish experiences that you could ever have. The state of Israel being a new phenomenon relatively in Jewish life for the first time in 19 centuries, tremendously significant development, and the most wonderful place to be a Jew in the entire world. And to be there has such a powerful effect on identity. I suspect that most of the people who make it to Israel as young people are never able to forget that experience, no matter what they do with the rest of their lives Jewishly. So the power of light is transformative. The candle is a symbol of the internal light, but it has a way actually of augmenting the internal light in a way that is mysterious. We can't really explain how that happens, except that in some way we could say the candle flame is a model for the soul and a mirror for the soul. And when we light the candles with intention and with a blessing particularly, a kind of reverberation gets set up where the inner light is magnified, and with the magnification of the inner light, the outer light becomes more powerful. And then in that way, we can not only light up ourselves, we not only light up our households, we can begin to light up the world. And this is what Hanukkah really is all about. At that darkest time of year, and at that darkest moment of Jewish history, we lit lights, and those lights transformed us and allowed us to transform the world. And so may this season of light be a season of transformation for you. May our mild weather continue, and be alert for the next new moon, because it's a holy and inspiring sight. So, wishing you again a Shabbat Shalom and a beautiful month of Kislev.